So we got ourselves a little more organized. Just had a little something to eat, and we I mean, look and see the car's just full of stuff. What did you think last night of camping out in the car?
I thought it was good. I thought it wasn't hot. Well, it was hot, but I was nice and warm and comfy. And Hamilton was good last night.
Hamilton was great last night. We saw about half of it, and that wound up being about 10 o'clock, and by then we were just tired and shut it off. But
because
that was great.
The play's so long, half of it is 2 hours.
It was like having a drive-in movie in the back of our car. It was great. And then we got up this morning and just took care of some things. The hard part is not really being able to get out of the car because there's a lot of bugs out there. So you have to organize things from the front seat, which is tough. But right now we're sitting in the front with the heat on, and it's 40-something degrees. So that's really nice to wake up to heat. You don't get that at a campground either.
I thought it worked fine.
Yeah, would you do it again?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it again. It's different, and I didn't feel as comfortable as a bed, but I kind of understood that, and I knew that. But
how about compared to a tent?
It was more comfortable than a tent.
It was more comfortable.
It was more comfortable than a tent.
Yeah. I think we just need more room. We need to have screens on the windows because we couldn't open the windows. So in the beginning it was really hot. I didn't realize how much our body heat was going to make.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was so hot.
It was really hot in the beginning.
And that was all our body heat.
Yep. And so summer, this would be impossible. We'd roast. And I think I would rather have a campground because you can see we're parked at a trailhead here, and it's a regular road. So there's cars coming through. There weren't many because you can see it's like a dirt road here, but still not the kind of place that I would want to be. So now we have to go into town with a flat tire and see what we can do about getting some air in that, and then parking it someplace where we can continue the hike. And John's going to come up and change the tire, or at least switch it out for, these are snows, so we're going to switch it out for a regular tire. And then by then we'll be done hiking and he can take us home. So, good adventure. So we just left the car back where we ended last night, and here we go out on the Appalachian Trail again. The bugs are out, so we just put on bandanas to keep them off our neck, and we'll see how this works. It's nice and light. I gotta take this off so you can see mine, because I'm definitely sporting the fashionable emergency bug equipment. There you go, you like that? It's pretty, huh? I've never seen so many stone walls in the AT. They're just, you know, they look like they're partitioning some kind of parcels or something. I can't wait to find out the history of this, because they're definitely intentional. Here you can see one that goes up there, then it becomes a T. So, I mean, to me, this doesn't look like very great grazing land or land to plant, but who knows what it was here before now. And look how they, like a labyrinth of them all over here, all up there. It's fascinating. Let's read about this. When a smallpox epidemic threatened his army in the winter of 1776, George Washington ordered that all troops be inoculated, which means have a vaccination like now. This foundation is part of a colonial barn that served as an inoculation station for the Continental Army. Across the trail sits the remnants of the farmhouse built at the same time. So, all that we saw in there, all the rocks that we saw, are because they built this whole area up as a place where they could have stations for people to get their vaccinations. Isn't that timely? Unfortunately, history repeats itself. Here's another one here. Hempstead huts. From 1779 to 1780, the Continental Army from Hempstead, New York, camped here. An army inoculation station still partially remains. Pretty cool. All right, looks like it's, just look back every once in a while and make sure you're on the blaze. Pretty steep climb. This is the biggest climb we have, so he's gonna go ahead while I filter some water. No sign of him. And this is where I start to wonder, could he really have gone this far? Or did he take a wrong turn? He didn't take a wrong turn. Oh my goodness. He's climbed about, 3/4 of this. And I didn't want to tell him, but I think it's about 1,000 feet. Braveheart, you absolutely astound me. This is a tough one. You can tell I'm all out of breath. So, quickly, so the bugs don't eat us. What did you think of that?
It was a lot of work going up there.
Really, a lot of work. Let me show you what we've come up, and it's beyond because you can't see it leveled out down there. You can't see that it drops off on the other side. But I think we were up on that ridge up there. Wow, you're incredible.
We stopped by a bench, by a pond. It was really nice. It had a backrest to it.
We're gonna have something to eat. Look how pretty. And I'm not sure where the AT is. I think I see a blaze right over there across the street. So what a beautiful place to just sit and enjoy, relax. We've been working really hard, and the bugs have just exponentially gotten worse as we've been coming through. So we're taking a nice break here. We're very sad to be leaving this place. This was the best. We sat here for about a half an hour, just eating, listening to the water, watching traffic. It was awesome. And now we're going up that thing. Those are awesome. We'd like to be on one of those right now. Let's wave it again. And there we go.
I feel like the packs got heavier as we got on, even though we didn't do anything different. We only added water in. That was it. The bugs kept eating us alive all the time, which was so irritating because I wanted to stop and the bugs just kept on eating at us. The trail was interesting because it, like, at the end, after we sat down for lunch, we had to go up this giant mountain. And the reason why it was hard is because we weren't expecting it at all. I think that was like 1.6 miles, but it felt like forever because it kept on going up and up all the time. It was really hard and not fun. And I couldn't stop because bugs again. They kept biting at me. So I just had to keep on going up all the time.
You can see through these trees over here, down there, the road he just came up from. That is some climb. Taking a break because it's well deserved, and that was probably one of the toughest climbs I think he's done. So we're coming up on the Graymoor Spiritual Life Center. I think that's the name of it. Bobby should be around here somewhere. I think he knows to go far enough that he sees something that might be similar to a road and then stop, I hope. I just got a text from John saying he's at the car. And there he is. Pretty.
We got to the car and my dad had a lot of food waiting. I think I ate an entire bag of Cheetos. I had an entire bag of Milanos. I had some cookies, which was really good. That was really nice after finishing 8 miles.
What'd you think of that? 2 days you did 16 or 17 miles.
That was a lot of miles.
How are you feeling about yourself being able to do something like that?
Feel good.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed.